Hey guys, Philarus here. It's been a while since I made my last video, I've had some life stuff going on, but Season 14 is now upon us, and I wanted to share with you guys a pretty interesting path I cooked up that I've been calling the Grub Clear. Now, I don't want to make it seem like this is some kind of god clear that you want to do every single game. There's no such thing. Your starting path is always situational. That being said, I think if you use it in the right spots, this path carries some pretty significant advantages over the standard openings, on the champions that are able to run it. Now, on screen, you can see me heading from Raptors straight over to my blue side jungle, and you're probably thinking, what am I looking at? What about your red buff and Krugs? So let's take a moment to talk about the Season 14 jungle and what changed, namely Grubs. Grubs now spawn at 5 minutes, and this has significantly changed the way junglers path on their second rotations. Last season, it was very common to see junglers clear, take the crab, maybe look for a quick gank, then reset into their second full clear. In Season 14, the problem is that grubs spawn in the middle of your second clear, so we've been seeing junglers break off in the middle of their clear to do grubs or drake. If you complete your second full clear, there's a chance you might lose both objectives if the enemy jungler is rushing grubs on spawn. But if you break off of your clear, you're leaving half of your jungle just sitting there. It's really inefficient for your respawns, and there's also a chance your camps might get stolen. You're also not even guaranteed to win the fight if grubs are contested. So what's different about the grub path? By opening with 3 small camps, the grub path accelerates your respawns so that you have time to clear 3 camps on your second rotation before the grubs spawn. This comes at the sacrifice of some early clear speed, as we're doubling back to our jungle starting quadrant in something known as a reverse clear, so it's only viable on relatively fast clearing champions if you still want to arrive at the crab as it spawns. However, the shifted respawns give us 2 big advantages. Number 1, you're guaranteed to be level 5 on grubs instead of level 4. And number 2, all of your camps will be sequenced and on respawn, leaving no inefficiency and no opening for them to get stolen while you're on the grubs. Now you might be thinking, well, what if I start on the wrong side? If I'm on red team, I'll end up at the dragon. Well, first, that could be a good thing. Dragons are arguably just stronger than grubs depending on the game and team compositions, but that's a topic for another video. Second, you can just do this in reverse. Instead of raptors, open on the wolves and go wolves to raptors, Krugs red, then back over to your blue and gromp. It's the exact same thing but flipped around, so you can end on whichever side you want. You'll still reach the grubs on spawn. So now, let's talk about what champions can run this path, and when it's a bad idea to run. You have to be on a pretty fast clearing farm jungler like Hecarim, Udyr, or Lilia. Diana, Nocturne, champions like this can all run the path, although some of them might be a little bit slow on the timers, and arrive at crab or grubs a bit late. Now, why would you not want to run this path? Plenty of reasons. Number 1, this is strictly a farm jungle path. If you're playing a slower clearing champion, or you're looking to gank early, the grub path will be absolutely terrible. Second, it is incredibly inflexible. Because the grub path is so efficient, it has absolutely no downtime, and that is a double-edged sword. It's great if you want to completely ignore the map until 5 minutes, and secure a guaranteed advantage heading into the grubs. It's not so great if you think the map will be volatile and you'll need to gank or cover your lanes. So I would only do this path if you know the early game is going to be very stable and you're just going to be farming. But as you can see, if you're able to find the right spots to use the path, it is extremely efficient. I am finishing the grubs at 5:15 solo, not arriving, finishing, and then have plenty of open time to gank, recall, or head over to contest the dragon. So go ahead and give the path a try and let me know how it goes. But do make sure to test it in Practice Tool first to make sure your champion can actually run it. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I do plan to resume making videos soon.